Hey YouTube, it's Terrence. You asked for a drawing tutorial, so today I'm going to teach you how to draw this guy. Yeah, that's right. Because if you're going to be sitting around for a few hours trying to draw a guy, you want to be handsome, right? Alright, first things first, you need the materials. You need pencils to draw with, paper to draw on, eraser to erase, sharpener to sharpen, and what's this thing again? Oh yeah, a ruler to rule for accuracy. And last but not least, if you're anything like my mom, you need a bucket to trace the circle. Alright, let's go! Alright, are you pumped for this drawing tutorial? I know I am. So the first thing that you gotta do is you need to make these marks evenly spaced 1 through 6 on the left side of your paper. I do that with the ruler and it helps me find my proportions. Next, the first thing for the face is to draw the circle, which is going to be at the top of the head. And remember, if you can't draw a circle, just do what my mom does. Use the tub of butter. Real easy, and just trace around it. Okay, so you're coming down on the face, you do a vertical line from 3 to 4, then you start curving in past 5, and then you come down until you reach the chin, where you're going to want to do a horizontal line for it. And then once you've done that, you're going to do the same thing for the bottom right half of the face that you just did for the left. Okay, now the line of symmetry, it's a straight line right down the middle. You get that down there so you can make everything even from left to right, and then you do a horizontal line right underneath the eyes. Your eyes are going to go right above that line, and then a horizontal line at the base of the lips, mark 5, and 2 horizontal lines at mark 2 for the eyebrows. And then you start drawing the lips. The bottom half of the lip is like a bowl. It's a V shape that connects with the base of the lips to make the bowl, and then the top half is like an M that connects with that bowl. And then you go up to the nose. The nose is like 2 little snakes. The important thing is you just draw the bottom of the nose. Don't draw above that part. You draw the nostrils and the part that comes and curves up around it. And then you're going to go, okay, now notice this. The eyes are at the half point of the face. You know, right in the half. Common misconception, a lot of beginning artists try to draw it a little bit above. Now, for my eyes, it actually is just a little bit above. And to find the height of the eye, it's going to be a little bit below halfway between 2 and 3. And the width of the eye is a little bit less than the nose. And the space between the 2 eyes is going to be 1 eye. Alright, once you've noticed all of these different proportions, there's 3 of them, you can go back and you can listen to them. You know, and if I go too fast for you, you can just pause, by the way. Okay, so you're going in the eye. What you want to do is you want to draw the pupil, which is just a circle. And you draw it just how you see it right here, how I'm doing it. And it's going to line up with the corner of the lips. See how the lip, if you go from the left to the right, it'll go right up. Okay, now for the eyelids, the top half of the eyelid, the top one is going to be darker, and the lower one is going to be lighter, okay? So don't try and make a dark line for the lower one. And then for the eyebrows. Now, the eyebrows are right above the eyes, and they're pretty much just 2 banana shapes, and you're just getting in the shape of them right now so that we can come back later and darken them. So once you got that shape in, you're going to go for the hair. You can basically just follow around the circle that you drew earlier for the hairline. I don't got much hair in this picture. So you just draw the shape how you're seeing me draw it. Just around the circle. And now, okay, so now what you see me doing is I'm just crisping up my lines a little bit, trying to find them. Okay, and for the neck, the neck is really easy. It just comes off from below the head, and it's going to be from the left and the right of the mouth. And after I do that, once I got all my features down now, as you see, I'm erasing all of my guidelines. So I started erasing my vertical guideline, line of symmetry, then I started erasing that circle guideline that I drew. And once I'm done with that circle, I'm going to move in and start erasing the eye guidelines. And now comes for the fun, I think. Yes, the fun is about to arrive. Okay, so you getting pretty excited about this? I hope you're having fun at home, folks. Okay, so I drew my little ear in there. Don't be tempted to draw the ear bigger than it actually is, because it's pretty small when you're looking from the front view. Okay, we're going to jump in the hair. The reason we're going fast is because all you need to do is fill it in with black. There's no urgency here. If it's too fast for you, you can just pause it and follow step by step. It's because I don't want to make this video too long, right? So you just do black from where you see I'm doing it, and I stop at the top so that I don't go to the right, so that I can shade in the skin, because I don't want to smudge the paper. Okay, I'll explain more about that later. Now what I'm doing is some light shading on the forehead, and it's light because that's where the light is hitting from above. It hits the forehead, and then it goes to the left, it curves around the forehead, and it's starting to get darker. So you go from light shading on the top of the forehead, and as you curve to the left or the right, right now we're doing the left, it's going to get darker as it goes down. And you take that dark shading to the left past the eye, and now you're jumping over to the right as you see I'm doing. and you just do darker shading because it's curving away from the light, and it's coming down past the right. And you're gonna now what I'm doing is I'm bringing my light shading down. I know it's going fast. It's because I don't want the video to be too long. I'm gonna be doing more in-depth videos later where I go and explain specific features. And so okay, now I'm jumping into the eyebrow, and the eyebrow is gonna be black just like the rest of my hair. I did it a little bit too light, so you make the eyebrow a little bit darker than I did. And for some reason, I'm sorry folks, I don't know why, but I lost the recording for when I drew the eye. But basically what you need to do is you need to just fill in the pupil with black. And then for the highlight, you should do it in the center. I put my highlight in the wrong spot. And then for the eyelid, it's just dark. Remember, the top eyelid is the one that needs to be dark. Don't make the lower one dark, okay? And the eyelashes they come off, and I'll explain more in an eye video where I explain about the eye features. Okay, now you're making the cheek. The cheek's gonna be light, and as it curves around, remember how I told you it's gonna get darker. And so I'm just touching up the shading, building up the shading as I go along. And you see that I'm making the darks darker and making the lights a little bit darker too. And I'm curving down around the cheek. And I keep working my way around. I'm building up as I go. And I'm about to jump into the right side of the face with the eye and the eyebrow. So now you make the right eyebrow darken that one up, and then now you can actually see what I'm doing here with the eye. But remember, I messed up. I put the highlight in the wrong place. So just do your dark pupil with your highlight in the center. I think it looks better that way. But if you like how I did it in my drawing, you can do it that way too. Okay, so now I'm doing the nose. The important thing is you don't want to shade in the middle or the center of the nose because it creates depth. If you leave it, because the light's hitting the nose, so it should be light. But as it curves around, just like it's curving around the forehead or the cheek, it gets darker. Okay, so now you're drawing on the right side of the cheek, and as it curves down, it gets darker. And then you can jump back on the hair. Remember how I told you folks how I was saving this part of the hair for later so that I draw the skin first so that I don't smudge over it. So you draw that in black. Oh, which reminds you, I didn't tell you about my smudge guard. It's this really cool artist glove that you can pick up from smudgeguard.com. For just 20 bucks, you get 2 of the gloves, and they protect your hands from getting all the graphite on them, which will re-smudge your artwork. So I'd recommend you picking up one of those gloves if you want. You're getting really into the shading. And, I'll leave a link in the description. Now back to the tutorial. Okay, the nostrils. You make the nostrils a little bit darker, and then you do a little bit darker shading underneath. Okay, and then once you do that, you're going to add a mustache in, and the mustache is going to be a little bit darker. And just below the mustache, it's going to be another light area, just like how the nose, the center, the middle of the nose is going to be light. It's just like right above the upper lip. Okay, the upper lip, it curves inwards towards the mouth, so it's going to be a little bit darker than the lower lip will be. And the lower lip is going to have a highlight, where the light's hitting it. Okay? So you can see that on the right over there, that highlight, and you can also see it kind of on the left. And now I bring my shading down below the lips, and it's pretty, it's the same shading that you've been doing throughout the video. It's a little bit darker underneath the lips, and you just fill everything in, and once you get done with that, you come and do some shading down on the neck pretty soon. Okay, so the neck shading is going to be darker than all the other shading because it's underneath and not as much light is getting to. I hope you liked the tutorial, my friends. We're about to wrap it up. So what I'd like to leave with you is you can just comment down below and tell me what you thought and tell me if you'd like some more videos. I will make them. This took a while to make. I'm sorry it took so long. You can also post a video response, show me what you did, or you can go to my Facebook page. I'm going to leave a link right here and in the description box, or my DeviantArt page. And you can just post a picture, post an image, and I will get back to you. I will give you some critique on it, and let's have fun, guys. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I hope you liked the tutorial. I hope it was good. Alright, I'm going to be seeing you real soon with another video.